Helps if I turn the mic on. The music in my ear sounds like garbly and staticky. How does it sound for you guys? Allie, we're not doing treats right now. Right? That's kind of fun, isn't it? We started using the Red Lab stuff for our raid train program, and it does so much more. It has a cool raid tool, um, and stuff. And okay, hello. You think that it's treat time, but we're not doing that anymore because it's not good. Oh my goodness. Um, I do have an alt account. Well, that's how you can get a bot that has your other name under it. Okay, it doesn't sound like garbly and stuff because in my ear it's not sounding great. I don't know why. Oh no, my IFTA sticker came off. It's been on there for a long time. I'm gonna have to glue it or tape it or something. Anywho, we're gonna keep working on this. And I was kind of impressed yesterday. Um, I timed the rows so that I can get an idea of how much, time it takes to make one, so you can value your product. Um, and I did pretty good while streaming, keeping my times about the same. It wasn't too much extra time to try and do this and stream at the same time. Um, this is the yarn we're using. When you just look at it this way, oh, I guess it's picking up now. How funny! My other camera, when I'm trying to take like pictures of it, the whole thing just looks white, kind of like how it looks there. Um, but it's this variegated stuff, and we're in the last bits of the first roll, and I'm playing yarn chicken. I'm hoping it gets to the right length, and I think it will. It's the first time I've used this yarn. So hanging behind me is the one I made last year. So it's the gal that did this pattern is called a Bolero, and that yarn I used last year was beautiful but scratchy. So I am remaking. I do have some really soft, pretty yarn in the same colors, but nice and soft. So I'll be making another one in that color when I'm done with this one. So Milko Maid is doing St. Jude's fundraising. And I am trying to go outside my box this year. And wow, that is just so garbled in my ear. I'm going to turn it down because I cannot. If the music gets weird, let me know and I'll do something different. But it just sounds terrible in my ear. So they do a fundraiser. We'll be doing fundraising on the stream. And you're here finally, cool. But they also do a thing where they auction off things that you can't really hear it anyway. Okay, then that's probably too low, huh? I think I'm going to change the station because I think perhaps that might be the problem. So let's do what we were doing yesterday because that was a lot more fun. Okay, we'll try this one. Are you going to play? Oh, after the ads it will play. Anyways, you can donate an item and then it'll go into the auction and all the funds will of course go to St. Jude's. So I'm trying. Thank you for your lurk, Giggy. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do. So I need to make sure that I have this in studio mode. Otherwise, it's going to switch over to the music page, and you guys are going to have to see what goes on behind the scenes, and that's boring. Okay. How is that level for you? And don't forget to do your drops so you can win a yip yip. So long story short, well, short story long, actually. We are getting started now on, it's a repeat of these rows number 3 through 8. And I finished an extra set last night. So now we're going to start with row 3, and that is building solid blocks. And I hope that doesn't wash out that camera too much, but I cannot see. All right, Lisa, why did you chain? You're not supposed to be chaining in between. We're doing a solid line. So each chain space and then each top of double crochet. I'm really surprised I'm not messing this up more, because you really need to be a little bit aware of what you're doing with this pattern, or the numbers don't match up and then your next row doesn't work. Come on, here we go. Do you guys have anything cool planned for the day? We are almost to the weekend. My hubby's birthday was this week. So I'm in the habit of adding that extra chain, because you do an extra chain to make the boxes down here, but when you're on this row, you don't do a chain in between. That's what creates that nice little gap. The boxes row. So that needs to be changed too. A couple of things my bot is doing through Red Labs that is not quite right. Because we're not doing Sunday Fun Day every week anymore. So I'm kind of going to do community shares definitely during the trains on first Sundays. But now that I'm streaming more, I'll find an appropriate time to start doing that so that people know when it's going to happen. Oops, come on. Oh, good. We actually have doggos in the doggo camera. I found a little bit better spot to put the dog camera. So I think that works. It's right up there. That's Miss Molly. It used to be Gracie that liked to lay in here with me while I'm streaming. Molly never really did. But now that Gracie, her full sister, is gone, Molly has taken over that spot. So it's kind of nice. And there's the baby. Puppy's been doing a lot better this week. Hi. She's only ran off with my yarn once. She wants to come in. I don't know why I closed the gate. There you go. You want to come say hi? Come around the other side. Come around the other side. Come here. Annabelle. Oh. Annabelle, come. Up. Oops. Hi. What kind of mischief have you been up to? No, we don't chew on Mom. What is today? Is today the 6th? Today's her 4th month on the planet. You're 4 months old today and you're huge. Yes. She, when we picked her up at the 2-month mark, she was 10 pounds. She's now 32 pounds as of a week ago. Okay, get down, please. Nope, don't bump my fingers because then I can't do things. Yeah. Oh, you just want to keep saying hello? Okay. Can you guys see her okay? I can move the camera down a little bit more. She must be teething again because she's really mouthy today. Why don't you go be mouthy on your sister? Look at them. They're like, we're going to put a show on for you. Yip, yip. My goodness. Tomorrow's the 6th? Are you sure? My little clock right there is telling me it's the 6th today. But no, it can't be. No, it's 6/5. I saw the 6. I failed to see the slash mark and the 5. Because we're in the 6th month. Never mind. Okay, are you guys done? All you can see in the dog camera is Allie's dark coat. And you guys are going to knock the camera over. Do you mind going elsewhere? Like, fight over there so everyone can see. Go, over there. Come on, over here. Over here. Fight over here. WWF. WWF. Okay. Maybe that's why I had the dog gate closed. Guys, over there. Okay. Let me give them a treat. And puppy energy out. There you go. Molly, you want to come back in? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Not you two. There we go. Okay, we'll let the old lady back in so that she can have quiet time also. They keep wanting to play with her, and she's like, no, you guys are insane. I don't want any part of that. WWF, World Wrestling Federation. Do they still have that? My friends were so into that when I was in my early 20s. Yeah, Actually, who watches it? Uncle Fred. It is still a thing, because Uncle Fred, I think, will end his streams so that he can get ready to kick back and watch. It's kind of like Google it. It's Randy Savage. God, what are some of the other names of those guys? It's kind of like dress up wrestling. I'm gonna mess this up bad, and someone that loves this sport's gonna come after me. What would Molly do? WWD. But they do, there's lots of dress up and they're wrestling in the ring and a lot of it is staged, but it's still dangerous for them. They're still getting injured and stuff and throwing tables around and smashing tables on heads and body slamming people, jumping from the top of the rails, and you know how they hit the rope and then fling back. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's World Wrestling Federation. I think there's also another one. I don't think it's just the one. To me, it's more like WTF. Yeah, WWE. That's the other one then, huh? World Wrestling. What does that one stand for? WWF is what my friends were very into. I guess it would be like the two different divisions for other sports. Which, by the way, yeah, probably. By the way I'm talking, you can tell I'm not into sports. I'll watch them sometimes, but I don't go out of my way to do it. So if the music is clear for you guys, then it's got to be something to do with these headphones, which came really highly recommended. So I'm not sure what the deal is. It really could be me. Me and electronics do have issues. So if I had a Stream Deck, hey Hero, if I had a Stream Deck, I could program it to do a drop for me. It is. You were right. Cool. We're talking about weird random stuff this morning, Hero. This is the kind of day it's been. I got up at 6 on the dot, and I made my coffee, and I was thinking about streaming. And then the next hour and a half went poof, and I don't even remember drinking my coffee. I remember I was like, I better fire up the computer. So I was a little later than I wanted to be starting today. But my coffee cup was empty, and I'm not really sure if I actually drank it or not, but I had to have. I don't remember drinking it. Good grief. So the Guardian 1058. Uh-oh, Kate, you're up awful early. The Guardian 1058 is like how Zebra has Zebby, but I'm using it in my Red Labs, and it's a little drunk because it keeps talking about the old. It keeps talking about the old raid train. That's not happening anymore. I have to turn music off in my ear. My brain can't handle it today. So if the music gets weird, let me know. If I need to turn it up or down or off. I'm okay with either. It's just one of those days. Get your bat. Sassy! So, Hero, my little chatbot thing through the Red Labs, I kind of like just typed out, it asked me what its personality was. And so, something is not right. Nope, that's not right. Ooh, I'm glad I caught that. And so I sort of just wrote out a little thing saying, it's the guardian of the castle, and then I think I gave it like a little back history of where it came from or something. You can't see me, I'm not here. Okay, you're invisible. And then it's kind of just running with it. He has it set, the developer of the Red Labs is real nice. He's got a Discord and he's very responsive. We talk a lot. And you get so much free texting interaction with chat and the bot, and then it's pretty minimal cost after that. If you want it to sit there and be really chatty the whole time, you can throw money at it. I have it set on the minimum where I don't give it any money every month, and it seems about right. I know you wouldn't. But you know what? Let me show you this pattern. Because coming up here pretty soon, I'm going to be making these. And you know those rubber, little rubber hands you get, like the kids, and you can fling them around and they stick to things? No, I didn't work out any kind of headset audio at all. I'm still using, well, I'm using this one for regular stuff. I haven't had time to mess with the other one. But, well, I had time commands and I had other stuff and I haven't had time to work on things. But that Red Labs one that keeps posting, I have looked everywhere to see where it's just automatically doing that. So I should probably just ask the guy that made it and he'll know what to do. I just haven't made time. But this is something I want to make for our trip coming up. I don't know where I'm going to find time to do it, but I'm going to make at least 2 of them. And so you have a little place you can put it on your wrist, you can fling it around, you can hit each other. So so we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's made with a bigger yarn, so it shouldn't be too expensive. It'll work up fast, in other words. It'll be cost of yarn and time for that and stuffing. I don't think it's going to be horrible. But I don't really think I'm going to make it that big either. But what fun. Instead of a pillow fight, you can go out there and fling that hand at each other. But I don't know how I'm going to find time to make it. It's probably going to get made in camp. That's probably what's going to happen. I will probably take all of that yarn for that project with me, and we will have, my grandson is now crocheting, as well as my granddaughter who taught me my first double crochet, which opened Pandora's box 2 years ago in camp. And then my daughter Laura. So that first week, it'll be 4 of us that are crocheting, and that'll actually be a really good project for my grandson who just started crocheting. That would be a pretty good, easy one for him to do, I think. If there's anything too hard and complicated, we can get it started and then hand it over to him, because it's just going to be continuous rows all the way up until we get to the fingers, is my guess. I haven't actually read the pattern yet. I should do that. Yeah, actually, that would probably be good. I don't have anything on my calendar today, so today would be wonderful. I do need to get some stuff put back into Stream Elements, because I forgot about the fact that I do IRL with just my phone. A lot coming up for the vacation. It's all going to be from the phone. And so shout outs and stuff, I need to probably set those up. I don't know. I got to find a happy medium, because Firebot won't be working while I'm on the beach or out in the boat. So Kate, I had shown this this pattern to I think it was Derek that wrote me back, and he liked the idea of this item for the St. Jude's auction, so we're going for it. I was kind of wondering about the color when you are doing a variegated like this on a wearable. Is it okay to have the white on the bottom and the gray is going to be up towards the top and then the white towards the bottom, or does it need to have the dark color at the bottom? Oh, that's a good idea, Kate. Yeah, because all I have to do is flip a little switch. And this is why we love Kate. I could, but I don't think it would work because I won't be running OBS from the phone while I'm out in like the boat or at the beach. Because you have to have the drop overlay in your OBS. I know there's like a streaming program called Prism for mobile, but I don't think it would work with something like the drop game. Does it? That would be fun. But I don't know. I just don't know, man. Alright, what is our Red Labs bot saying now? Welcome everyone in. Okay, that stuff's normal. Just grabbed that from my description. It's that other thing it does. And I did poke around in there the other day and I couldn't figure out what it was doing and where it was grabbing the info. I have Firebot set up somewhat. I have it only set up though for who did we set up? Kate, Miss Cubist, and probably Zebra. So I have auto. Right. So what happens is I have my IRL stuff, which I do when I go kayaking, and then on our vacation coming up, it will be all from the phone. It will be all mobile, which is how I started streaming last year. I went out on the boat and I thought, well, this is safe. Nobody can come get me out here. And I hit go live from my phone and I was so mad because I couldn't figure out how to get it out of portrait mode. I was like, this isn't good. I don't like this at all. And then I realized months later, I'm talking months later, that all I had to do was unlock my rotation thing on the phone and then turn it. Landscape. Pro streamer. Isn't the first year fun? So streaming from the IRL stuff this summer will be a little bit better. I was playing with the idea last night of taking the MacBook with me so that I could run some of the things normally, but I don't want to take a whole bunch of stuff. So it will be phone streams. There will be beach bonfires. There will be Miss Cubist TV playing guitar and singing. I could attempt to sing along. I would have to get the lyrics pulled up on something. And then I'll probably stream when all of us get to being busy and crocheting, and I'll just put it somewhere on a table and you guys can watch. And definitely, if we get those hands made and we fight with them, we will stream that, because that would be kind of funny. Poor Allie. Mom's got you locked out. New USB hub came yesterday and it's great. Nice. 7 ports and frees up things I don't need to unplug every time I do. Okay. I was thinking I need to find a different hub as well, because this one, as cool as it seemed like it was going to be, only has an extra 2 USB spots and then the C. And the extra USBs are those blue ones, but again, another mistake you make as a new streamer, you're thinking that that's enough extra. And it worked fine when I was just using the Mac, because it didn't have that much plugged in. But now I have a bazillion things plugged in, which was something that when I was researching what kind of PC to get for streaming, it said, Whatever you do, make sure it has a bazillion ports. Mm-hmm. Did you get a really nice surge protector type one to protect all of your stuff? I remember when I used to, when I first got really heavy into the computer thing in the early 2000s over on the coast, we had power outages all the time. So I had actually bought one of those power bank things. This is before Amazon. So I had to go up and get it at some weird office supply place. I can't even remember the name of that store. It's gone now. Tested the things, worked, but it will only support one camera, not two. Really? Huh. Oh. You were running too many things into the oven burning. So maybe I should leave it alone. Because it's only got two. And I'm only using one. So. Alright, what does Guardian say? Sounds like a tricky setup, Kate. Hopefully you can find a way to make it work with one camera for now. Okay, Guardian, you're drunk. Go home. You can power off individual Oh. I like that. I was just talking earlier, Kate, before you came in, that if I got one of those streaming decks, I could have it set up to do my drop command so I could play drop the whole time. I want to use my other one. There it is. I keep forgetting that my emotes are just right there. Right? See, I could just go bloop, and I could play drop. Oh, come on. I wasn't hooking right. My hook was turned backwards, so the yarn just kept slipping off. Damn it. I know, Sassy. That's pretty rude of me, isn't it? But Guardian is not listening. It will run one camera, just not two. Maybe it has wax built up in its ears. Okay, boxes again. It has lights. I keep researching stuff for the little stock tank pool, and I keep seeing all these people that have like the little fountains. So there's lights in it, and I'm like, oh, I want that. So we'll see how long it takes before Lisa has a light thing in her stock tank pool. I really need to take pictures for you guys today of how I fixed the fact that the pipes were leaking. Because we were doing this thing where you hang the PVC pipe over the edge of the pool, and those pipes go down into the pool, and then you've got your intake, your outtake, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was leaking where we had glued the hoses into it, and so I was like, well, I can't run the filter if these parts are going to leak and just siphon the water out. So I pulled all of that out, put it on the picnic table to dry, and I'm thinking, oh, I'll put more glue in it or whatever. And Jeff is like, I have this other stuff I can put in there and whatnot. And then I thought, my brilliant brain went, wait, if I just throw the entire PVC parts into the pool and then the regular hoses go over the side, So I need to take pictures and show you because it's it's pretty funny. But we're gonna just go ahead and drill holes and put the filters in the side like you're supposed to do. 1, 2. I need to buy a subscription for Spotify. I, again, just in hopes, I tried to run Apple Music app again, Kate, and it was like, nah, up yours. I am not working for you. So stupid. I'm really starting to learn how dumb the fruit is. Now let's see. That one it's getting right. See, I physically put in 2 timed chats into the Red Labs bot just to try it out. And those are fine, but the one it's auto-generating about the old train is still going. And I'm like, that train's not happening anymore. There's not even a series up. Why are you still talking about it? You're drunk. Go home. Oh, Allie, you poor baby. Drink water, people. Everybody take your meds this morning? Or this evening? Nice. Sassy! Hello, Christopher. That will really help Kate. Kate got her printer going and she is now offering stickers, and I've got to order some. But you know me, Kate, I have to combine a bunch of things so that it all can be under one shipping. So after we get back. But that'll be fun to have my I'll probably get my thermal flask and cover it with your stickers. I need the stabby one. Cool. Good. Self-care is important, y'all. Drink water. I'm still trying to figure out, Kate, if I drank my coffee this morning or not. I had this brilliant idea. That was the thing. Yes, Yarn Bowl. I knew it was something big, but I couldn't remember what it was I wanted. But yeah, I know I made coffee this morning, and I'm pretty sure that was my empty coffee cup on the couch, but I don't know what happened to the first hour and a half of my day. It literally went poof. Actually, no, I was watching Kanosh because he's all moved to Germany now, and I did. I drank my coffee and I watched his stream. Uh-oh, come on. I missed the boat there. There, mystery solved. I did. I did. Yes, they are, Christopher. Yeah. I did drink my coffee. I maybe I should make more coffee because I think it might be a 2 coffee morning. Oh my goodness. Allie, you're not getting treats. Those days are over. It was all fun and games having that dog treat redeem in there. I couldn't remember if I drank my coffee at all. I know I made it. But I have no recollection of the memory of drinking that coffee. But now I remember I was watching Kanosh and I did drink my coffee. I think I might need more. What time is it? We have ad break coming up in a little bit. Okay. I think I will be getting one more cup of coffee for today. Especially if Kate and I are going to be playing with settings in the background later. Allie, you're fine, baby. So we figured out how to get this room cooled off because we don't have airflow back here in the side of the house because it's an older home. It doesn't have central heating and air. So my husband opened up this pass-through bathroom that goes to the bedroom, and we have like this pretty good sized powerful little fan, so it's blowing the cool air from there into here, and it's actually hitting right onto Molly, so she's got the primo spot in the house for summer. The baby likes to sleep right in front of the fan, and her hair blows like she's doing a glamour shoot. Hello, Deadpool. Oh my god, I have completely forgotten to do shout outs. Yes, I'm getting more coffee in a few minutes. How you doing, Clay? I hope you're having a good day. It's about your lunchtime, isn't it? Thank you, Deadpool. I had no brains. My brains went poof. I was so good yesterday. I got all the shout outs done. Not so much today. I can't even remember if I drank my coffee or not. Cool. Do you have any cool plans for lunch? What are you eating? I'm going to be making breakfast when I'm done here with this. Yes, play the drop game. Win a yip yip. Deadpool. I just realized why Allie is ramped up her whining. She heard your name. I actually tested that theory out the other day when I was sitting on the couch, and I said something about your name, and she was like, "Oh, it's treat time, isn't it? It's treat time, Mom." Deadpool said treat time. No, Deadpool did not. It does say treat time. So it is almost time for break. I'm gonna let Puppers in again because Deadpool's here, and I think he might want to say hello to you. There you go, Deadpool. There's your Puppers. Annabelle, come up. Oof. Come on. Cool. Look at how big she's gotten. Hey, Carlo, you're just in time for dog time. Oh, good Lord. So many dogs. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to break Allie of her we had that dog treat redeem. So whenever she hears Deadpool's name and she hears me talking to myself in this room, she thinks it's treat time. And she was getting really pushy about it. So we're not doing treat time anymore. We'll do time where the dogs can say hello. That's where it ends. Molly took off. The old girl took off. She was like, why are those two in my room? It was nice and quiet. No, it's not. So for those just joining us, welcome in. I am working on a piece. There's a picture right there. I'm making a bolero. It is going to be for the St. Jude's fundraising auction. And we're using this beautiful soft Karen yarn. So that's what we're doing. I'm working outside of my little box this year, and I'm getting involved in stuff and being brave. So that's what's up. And I'm trying to commit to streaming more often in the mornings. And I was going to do, coffee. Celtic coffee time? No. I was telling everybody earlier, I made coffee this morning, but I don't remember drinking it. Each day is a brand new world in my head. Oh my goodness. Those of you that don't know the Stream Scribe, Carlo made, when my logos are running around up there, his just passed through. The beautiful calligraphy was done by him, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my very favorite Twitch gifts. All right, what does my bot have to say? The Stream Scribe, Carlo, is a wizard of word art. Yep, the Bob Ross of Twitch. This is indeed true. We learn so much over there. I absolutely love Carlo's streams. And Kate's got more filament coming. Oh, what colors are those gradients, Kate? Kate's got a 3D printer. She's making yarn bowls. Yeah, if you haven't made it to one of his, and he's got VODs, go watch the VODs. If you don't have time to make it to his stream, go watch some VODs. There are so many pearls of wisdom in those streams. You just sent a pic? Oh, let me look. Come on, mouse, go where you're supposed to. Okay, there's 3 pictures on there, Kate. Did you get all 3 of those gradients? I want that top one. Mm-hmm. I love those colors. I still need to put my review up. I took pictures of the things I've gotten from you from your website, and I still haven't posted it. I must do those things. South Beach, yeah, that's gorgeous. So it's kind of like you get the Caribbean colors and some sunset colors. How big is that yarn bowl? Because like this one is, it fits in my hands like that. But I have plenty of room. Because I think yours are maybe twice the size of that, aren't they? They're pretty good size. The inside of it's bigger, right? So you do. Okay, I will have to look. Because this one's kind of small. It doesn't really hold that much. I'm pretty sure yours are bigger. Because like I've been working on this thing too, which is a wearable as well. It's like a big throw over you coat type thing. Yeah, and I barely ever get to use the bowl because that's not a big ball of yarn. It's just kind of useless. So I think yours will be much better. The mushroom bowls are bigger. The skull ones are smaller. Yeah, I'm thinking mushroom. I'm not really into skulls. Just not my jam. Uh-oh. Oh, did the music stop? No, I just turned it off in my ear again. There we go. Retro Maker hello! It's going good. I have a new puppy, so I've been MIA from your streams. That gives me a really good target. Yes, it's Thursday, isn't it, Christopher? Well, I know where we're headed after this. We will go there. Retro Maker TV is, I don't know if Deadpool is still here or not. Where did my mouse go? Holy cow. It is one of those days. They are. It's like, she's just turning 4 months old tomorrow. And so it's been 2 months of, holy shit, what were we thinking? Oh, thank you, Deadpool. You're awesome. Awesome sauce. So yeah, I keep seeing your notices and I'm like, I don't have time. It has been an adventure. She's finally able to be in my office without me worrying about losing every single cord I have. Which I probably shouldn't have said that out loud because you know how that works, right? Is it knock on wood? Knock on wood. Please don't eat the cord to my piano. I haven't even been able to work on Deadpool's song on the piano. I haven't been able to learn how to play my ukulele. Yes, I got a ukulele. It's that time of year too, isn't it, Retro? It seems like things just get really busy when summer hits. Oh, I did not mark off. Which is fine, because I can tell where it's supposed to go. Maybe I don't need to do that marking off thing anymore, because that takes extra time. Okay. So we're working on a bolero piece for the St. Jude fundraising auction. That's what's happening here. Yep, doing all the things. We've got vacation coming up in a week and a half. So that's going to be nut. So Kate, there was a time. It takes a lot of brain cells. Do you need to borrow the one because I don't have the one. Kate and we share a brain cell, and I'm pretty sure that she has it right now. Because I don't remember drinking my coffee this morning. I remember one time going to use, I think it was a Keurig when they first came out, and I remember, like, first I made a cup of hot water because I forgot to put the coffee in. And then I put the coffee in, and I forgot to put the cup under. And it was this comedy of errors for like a half an hour, and I was like, this is too much. Somebody kidnapped the brain cell, Kate. I am absolutely sure of that. I bet Sassy has it. That is my bet. Okay. We're on the frames. Dun, 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 dun. DC, chain 3. All right. All right, so it looks like our ad break is coming in pretty soon, which will be good because I'm going to make coffee. So what I like to do with our ad break time is it'll start in, it's telling me it's going to start in a minute. And what we're going to do is I'm going to go make coffee and stretch my legs because it's been an hour that I've been sitting here. And yeah, because I don't remember drinking my coffee this morning, Frieden. I don't remember drinking it. So, when the ad break starts, I'm going to go run and make more coffee and see if I can find my brain cell. Kate, please send me your aerobic instructor. That thing makes me laugh out loud every freaking time. Kate does the same thing. She takes her ad break right at the top of the hours, and she has this 80s or 90s aerobic instructor that does her thing. And it's bizarre, and it makes me laugh every time. So we're gonna put this screen on to break time, and I'm gonna turn off my mic, and I'm gonna go make coffee, and then I'll be right back. Okay? Love you guys. All right. I know not everyone's back from ads yet, but I have a little gnat. That's not fun. Have you guys seen these? I won this in Crafty Ria's stream. I did. And I'm drinking it in my I love my Uncle Hole cup. Mmm. 13 seconds. 11, 10, 9, 7. I forgot the 8, 6, 5, 4. I hope there's brain cells in this coffee, Kate. That's what I also need a mug. I need to do that too. All right, so it looks like everybody's back, right? Okay. So, do you guys know Smarticus? His name's Hoke. I won this at Crafty Ria's, and I remember winning it, and I went and looked, and I saw what I won, and I was like, that's weird. What is this? So I actually went in Discord and I searched I Love My Uncle Hole, and it has to do with the song that they were all singing during Scatty to Caddy's Sonibus stream. So it's actually a very fun and endearing story, and it has to do with I love my Uncle Hole. We all do. I know. I miss him. He's been busy, got stuff going on. And so now this is my very favorite mug, and when I see anybody in the house touching it besides me, I'm like, no, you're gonna die. Give it back. Mm-hmm. Yep. That one's pretty good. Hold on a minute. Kenny wants to talk to me. Kenny had to tell me something about that whole doxing thing from a couple weeks ago. Apparently it's on YouTube. So I'll be very interested to watch that. Uh-huh. Yeah. Touch the mug, you lose your hand. Exactly. So now I'm dying to see this video. So I'm gonna guess that they put the whole phone call on the video or something. I'm not sure. We'll see. People are not too bright. Chain 5. So now we chain 5 and we skip boxes. This is the frame on which we will put the shells on, and the shells row is my reward, my dopamine reward for doing all of the boring ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you think I could keep track of counting to 5? No. Finding Nemo was 22 years. Really? I love that show a lot. Uh-oh. Kenny's screaming, and I don't know why. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're doing group drop. Everybody get your drops in. Ah. I love this yarn, but sometimes I'm not so sure if I love it. Anyways, I love I love doing the shells row, so that's my reward when I get there. And let me get my drop in. Yeah, Stream Deck coming right up, so that I don't have to type. I love my Uncle Hole. That's so perfect. Thank you. Forked Horn. Hello. We're just in here today trying to find our brain cell and drinking more coffee because I don't remember drinking the first cup of coffee this morning. That struggle is real, Christopher Price. If I was subbed to every single one of my wonderful friends in here, I'd be broke. I see you around all the time, Forked Horn. It's nice to have you in. Thank you for your lurk. I love lurkers. Time is precious. That is the biggest gift anybody can give on this platform, is just your time. And it doesn't matter if you're talking or just listening or just a tab open. I wondered how long that was going to take you, Kate. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if my hubby is still listening in. Let me check my viewer list. No, he's not listening in right now. I am dreading retirement. It's right around the corner, and I'm like,
Mom, mic off real quick.
Oh, he has an update. I'm going to turn my mic off again really quick. Please hold. So apparently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, these guys somehow got my husband's phone number, because we've been through a swatting before. If anybody has any questions about online safety and swatting, feel free to ask. I don't mind talking about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. But so that was 3 years ago that happened. So just a couple of weeks ago, someone called my husband at work. We still don't know how they got his phone number. Apparently, because they kept calling my husband over and over and over, and he finally answered. And we called them. We called these people back like the next day, because they didn't even try and hide their phone number and who it was that was calling. It was bizarre. Well, apparently during those phone calls, they were live streaming all of that on TikTok, and it's on YouTube. So when I get off of here, I'll be watching that, and I'll probably share that with Discord. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Isn't that insane? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They swear that Kenny gave them just phone number. There's no way he would not do that, because Kenny knows that would mean certain death. Trying to recall where you said you were near in another stream. Was so familiar. A dear friend of mine was swept away by a rogue. Oh no. That happens more than people realize. That's terrible. Decline in general function goals. Yeah, puberty does interesting things with stuff. When Kenny's Tourette's showed up, he was about 9, I think. He has some tics going on still, but for the most part, his calmed down quite a bit. But the side effects from the medication that he had to take when he was younger, those are still kind of around, which is sad. You're welcome. See, and I forgot we were in a group drop. Thank you, Deadpool. Oh, Kate. Oh, rigged. 3, 4, 5. My fear right now is that Kenny's commenting on that video and they're going to take it down, because I want to see it. that curiosity thing. People on the internet, I'm telling you, you got to be safe.
I mean, we can't take that YouTube thing down. It's almost impossible.
No, I said they're going to take it down because they realize that we found it, but I'm not going to comment
No,
on
they
it.
won't take it down.
I'm not going to comment
They
on it
want
or
us to know
anything.
that it's up there.
They want us to know that it's up there. Then why didn't he send me the link?
Yeah, he was talking to Beck since he told me about it. It's how old is she again? She's like your age. Yeah. She got like fucking 5 kids though. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, don't fall off of my hook. 2, 3, 4, 5. Drink the coffee. I am actually starting to feel a little bit better now. Yeah, that was something I had read, that it kind of would maybe calm down a little bit after. And his puberty stage lasted way into like 17 or 18 years old. It was very delayed. And of course, we don't know if my kids are all adopted. 3 of them were half siblings, and mom did a lot of drugs. So we don't know how much of it was miswiring in utero, in the brain, or if it was just regular old stuff. Yep, chew you up. 3, 4. Nope, I cannot count to 5. I cannot do it. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That emote's funny. Oh my god, whose emote is that? Oh my god. That was one of the things I loved about Twitch after I found it last year. We're in month 14 that I've been on Twitch. And my child is screaming at his game out there. But I loved all the emotes. My first music stream I ever went into was a gal in Florida. And I saw everybody playing with their remotes and dancing. I was like, oh, this is fun. Pretty shiny things. Oh, this is a good one too. Yeah, and we don't have too much history on family. I mean, we do know mom and dad for him. He was the only child that we knew who dad was. And then through doing the DNA sites, we have found some siblings. So far, he's the only one that's had any kind of neurological issues like that. Of course, they're all half siblings and stuff, so we don't know. Two, three, four, five, and we are almost to the dopamine row. What time are we at? We're at 1:20. All right, cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yay, the count is lining up. Oh, thank goodness. When I first started making this, I had to pull out an hour and a half worth of work. It was sad. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, and only 3 because we're in a one box situation, and then DC in there. All right, we have to do shells now. Yay! Yeah, and since hardcore meth and stuff rewires a brain. Yeah, that's a hard one. All right, shells time. Chain 1 turn, single crochet. I'm hoping at some point pretty soon I'll have this pattern memorized so I won't have to look at the instructions anymore. Maybe. We'll see if that ever happens with this one. All right, and then right into shells we go. So we skip that first box and then we go into this one. One. He's yelling at me from the other room again. Hold on. One, two, three. So, regardless if I get this piece into the auction or not, I will be fundraising with Moco Made for the St. Jude's in July. And I will make sure you guys all know how to get to the auction page because I looked, he sent me a link to the entries from last year and they were all really nice. Now, did I put? I did. It's okay, and then back in here and start another shell. You know, that has crossed my mind. Shells and cheese, you're hungry now. Oh, right? Shells and cheese. That one didn't feel right. Nope, that was a DC. All right. What did I have? The other day I had like some spaghetti type stuff that my husband had made, and I made sure I was very far away from this piece. And I washed my hands like 5 times before I came back in here and started working on it again. This is not the kind of piece of clothing I would ever have for myself. Hey, Baden, because it would not look good very quickly. You can see hanging on the door behind me The one I made last year. Those are the kinds of colors I can wear. I have to wear things like that. I can't wear plain prints. Uh, you know, just a solid color shirts and stuff. I need to have patterns to hide the stains. Hmm. I would imagine that Kenny's other useful stuff, I don't know that it would be positive or not. He was always very creative in getting what he wanted. When he was little, he had it figured out how he could escape his crib, escape the house. He was a handful. He still is a handful, but he'll be 24 in a month. Honestly, I can't believe I kept him alive this long. We used to live on a lake. He just took off one day and his pull up took him about 2 seconds to distract me with something else, and then he was out the door, and he was actually running around to the neighbors asking for a ride in their patio boats. Wow, this song's old. Brains are a trip. I have to look. Who is this singing this song? Living Color. Cult of Personality. This is a 2023 remastered of it. Okay. Interesting. Clay, that one's funny. I will match your emote. There we go. Uncle Fred's in the house. I like that emote too. That one's fun. Oh, tired puppy. You're gonna sleep now on the floor. She's not doing it as much as she used to. She would lay with her tummy flat on the floor and her back legs out behind her like a frog. How you doing, Uncle Fred? I'm working on a piece for the St. Jude auction. And after I'm done with this one, I'll be back to... I think I'm going to try and get Sassy's hood made for her forest capelet to get that part done. Because I know in my brain I think I'm close to done and I'm not, because the moving pieces, accent pieces and stuff will be the next thing that will take time. I always forget to factor that in. Ha, my bot's cute. Oops. You gotta watch for these little stragglers, because if you don't get them in, it becomes a weird part, and my eye will go to it. I will know it's not right. 1, 2, 3. I've hit my daily maximums. Okay, so that's where we've hit the daily max. So if you want that bot to talk more, you just give it some pennies. It's kind of like a jukebox. Princess Casey 91, hello. How have you been? Oops. Oh dear. Can I save it? I can. Yay. Nope, but it doesn't feel right, so I'm going to start that one over. Well, I'm glad to hear that you got rest last night. Uncle Fred and I were talking about the little mishap at his apartment and the water pipes above him. The hot water heater, right? They had a nice little flood in their apartment. Good. I had a physical ailment with my foot all through winter, and it's starting to get a little bit better. I'm still waiting for some custom orthotics, but the warmer weather has actually helped. Yeah, I was telling him about when I was in my early 20s, like early 20s. I was about 22 when I was living down in San Diego, and it was a 3-story apartment complex. We were on the second floor, and it was probably about 11 at night, and we were watching Caddyshack. And at the part of Caddyshack where the golf course blows up, the water pipes above our dining room broke. And all of a sudden, water was just gushing in. So we had, I know, right? It was excruciatingly painful, and I was not a happy camper. I was grumpy. So while the golf course is exploding on Caddyshack, the ceiling is exploding with water bursting forth. And then we spent the next couple of weeks, my husband and myself and a roommate, in a little hotel room, and our renter's insurance would only pay for the one hotel room because John wasn't really like on the policy, and he didn't have his own renter's insurance, so they would only cover ours. So we just made it work. I remember we all went to the theater one night to have something to do. We saw Ghost when it first came out. Hello, Angel Bernie. How are you? That was quite a party we had for Ron last night, wasn't it? I've been so tired lately that I can't make it past 11 at Jane's. And I wake up with my phone on my face. But it was Ron's birthday, and we had a wonderful, wonderful time in there. And I'm sure you guys had more fun after I left. We're just working on a piece for the St. Jude fundraiser auction. There's a picture right up there of what we're making, but we're doing it in a gradient yarn. And I think the auction's in July. I know I'll be actively fundraising on stream for that in July. Not exactly sure when the auction is. So I'm just going to get her done now so it's ready to go. And we're still drinking coffee. Because for the first hour of stream, I couldn't remember if I had... I know, you're on the other coast from me, so that's... You gotta work. 3 in the morning is not appropriate for someone that has to work in the morning. Yeah, I think you were probably there about as long as me, huh? Welcome in our new followers. Good to see you. And you know, I'm now starting to worry about coffee on this. We were talking about that earlier, about being worried that this coffee might get on this beautiful piece, and it would stain it, and that would be the end of it. It would be done. So maybe I won't tempt fate, and we'll keep the coffee away from it. Yeah, this is a good one, huh? I might be done with this half. It's basically, this pattern's really easy. It's just two rectangles, and then you sew it together at the top, leaving an opening for your head to poke through. And I like the length that they have it in that picture up there. Yeah, actually, this is going to be the last set of 8. Cool, and we'll be done with this panel, and then we'll make one more exactly the same. Isn't that beautiful, though? I just love this pattern. And this yarn almost has that look to it, like the Angora. I remember in the 80s, I had an Angora sweater, and it was my prized possession. I love that thing. I felt like I was so grown up. Of course, it was a cream color, and it did not last long. Hey, Ari, how you doing? Back to work. Yep. I hope it's a good day at work for you. It was Miss Cuba's birthday this week, too. Her birthday was on Sunday, and my hubby's birthday was on Tuesday. And another friend of mine, her birthday is also the 2nd or 3rd of June. I am terrible at remembering that stuff. So I am way up on the northern part, the true Northern California. Most people think that Northern California is San Francisco. I grew up there. That's it. No, that's Central California. So I'm up by the volcanoes. Okay, so another June birthday. And it's gorgeous. I mean, there's a million places to go kayaking, which we do a lot of. And during winter, it's only like an hour and a half drive to go skiing. If you want to go backcountry skiing, where you hike up and then ski down, Mount Lassen is that way. And then Mount Shasta is up that way. And we absolutely love it up here. Summer gets a little hot. It's about 100. It's usually, last summer was over 100 every day for 2 months. We do sometimes hit 120. But it keeps the population down because not everybody can deal with that. Spend a lot of time at the lake, spend a lot of time inside. That's why I'm going to be doing my streams early in the day, because this room gets warm. We have sunshades on all of our windows that are on that west side of the house. And that helps to keep things cooler. Yeah, I used to live on the coast of California, and it was cold and foggy and drizzly all the time, and it was, quite frankly, it was depressing. And I can remember coming over to this area and being outside at night, like 10 o'clock, and it was just beautifully warm, and you could go sit in the hotel pool, and you weren't freezing to death, and I loved it. So when I had the opportunity to move over here, I was like, yep, sign me up. And it's a dry heat, so it's not horrible. Unless you don't like the heat, then it's horrible. Moving week for me was actually 120 degrees, but I had rented a house that was on a lake. It was like 18 years ago. We stayed there for about 3 years before we bought a place up in the mountains where it was just 10 degrees cooler. So that was nice. Yes. And we took the puppy out for her first trip on our SUP boards, because we like to play on the SUP boards all summer, because then the access to swimming in the water is a lot closer than in a kayak. And we like to do full moon evenings where we go out at about 7 at night, and then we sit out in the lake and we watch the moon rise. And a lot of people do it, and so everyone starts to howl as soon as that moon breaks the horizon. It's magical. And we have lots of lights. We light up our boats. We light up our bodies so that we'll be seeing. But we don't have a lot of heavy boat traffic on our favorite lake that we go to, so we try and get a big group out there, and that helps for safety. You're so funny. Let me get done with this shell, and I'll see if I can find those pictures. They should be right handy in my Discord. Let's see, we're at 140. Okay, good. We're not anywhere close to ads interrupting us. And I will show you Annabelle on her very first trip. All right, that is the end of that row. And then after this, I just have some finishing rows that I have to do. And then that half will be done. And we're there. Okay. I am pretty happy with that. It's so soft and fuzzy looking. All right, let me see if I can find a picture of... Okay. I'll probably put it under pets. Dun, dun, dun. I did. Okay. Let's see if this works. I'm going to go to community shares. Nope. Because we'll put it back on that for a second. Let me put this on studio mode, and then we put it on community shares because I probably have to give it the URL or something. I want to be on news. Nope, that's not the right one. Pets. There we go. Okay. Transition. Okay. So, there's the puppers. That, yeah, let me find that one. This one? Kind of ish. No, it was like really more pointy, wasn't it? I don't know if I put that one in here. But here's one that was funny. It has the sounds of Jaws to it. Yeah, there was one picture. It's not in here, but she's it was kind of close in and almost a wide angle, so her ear was like really pointing up. Yeah, I didn't put that on there. But anyways, so here's Annabelle on her very first sup trip, and she is wet because she wasn't sure what was happening. And oh, that's funny. My VTuber's up in this one, so you can't see my face. And there's Allie. That's our 7-year-old Aussie. Look at how wet she is. But once she figured out that you fall off of it, she stopped. But she loves the water, so Allie's not very into the whole water thing, but Amy is. So that'll be fun. There will be fun times. All right, we'll come back to the crafting one. Unless there was has anyone put anything in the community shares? Celtic will share on stream. Why don't we look at that here? Let's look at some of these. Disaster Crafter has got her paper art. So if you guys join the Discord, there's just a couple of questions to answer to get let in. And then Disaster has added this one. Oh my gosh. She's amazing. She's like, that's just mind blowing. How cool is that thing? That's pretty neat. So, we do community shares. We haven't really got a time that's completely set up for doing that yet. But we're working on it. Kate's got her set up. She does community shares every time towards the end of stream. And you did. Do you want to see Kate's? Let's look at Kate's cupcakes. Cause there we go. Look at that. They're so cute. They look so scrumptious. And the stickers. Yeah. Oh wow. Look at that. See. You know what would be really cute, Kate, is if you actually had some cupcakes that were decorated exactly the same and were actually edible. Wouldn't that be fun? You gotta find yourself a baker. But we've got stickers. The one I want is this one. Y'all realize I'm gonna snap someday, right? Actually, I think I need that one. That's too much effort. Well, yeah, you're right. But we could dream about it. I'm an adult. I'm a hooker in my spare time. I humaned today her little whips and chains. So for those of you that are not crochet artists or fiber artists, a chain would be okay, go all the way around, goofball. Now watch, I'm not going to be able to do it. This is a chain when you just go like this, okay? So chains excite us because we're creating something, right? A whip is a work in progress. So, to those that don't know, it sounds, a little naughty. But it's not, I promise you. It's just crochet terminology. Oh, you can't. Oh my God, because I'm a dork. Fine, I'll do it again. Okay. Here's a chain. Hopefully. Hopefully, here's a chain. Okay. Here's your whip. Is a work in progress, and I'm making a chain. So I'm going to combine it. Look, check that out. Work in progress, chains. Whips and chains excite me. There's no brain cell. Kate, I'm pretty sure you have the brain cell. You just don't realize it yet. And then I can just pull that out again. We are at 148. Yep, I love that. Absolutely love that. I think I am going to end the stream before the ads run. And I'm pretty sure I know where we're going. Because I have never rated him. I'm pretty sure I have never had the opportunity. Yep, there he is. So we're going to go, I'll let you know because it's not a big secret. We're going to go see Carlo. We're going to go see the stream scribe. He was in here earlier. Absolutely adore this man. He is also ADHD. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Because we are both squirrel oriented for sure. And it says back to pencil sketching. So that's what he's going to be doing. All right, cool. If you guys haven't met him yet, stick around for the raid in 5 minutes. And take the opportunity to meet him if you haven't yet. Absolute lovely soul. Let me see. I have to do. This is my straightening row right now. So this is, I believe, 4 chains. Yep, chain 4, single crochet, and then chain 3s. This row is kind of fun too. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So since this is all wavy curvy, you have to straighten it out so that you can start making your boxes again to make my top rows where I'm going to sew this together. And then because this one dips down, you do a double crochet to get some height. So you go right here in the middle. Chain 3. See, there's that chain again. And you don't want height, so single crochet. 1, 2, 3. And 3. And I think I will, we're at 150. I am going to go ahead and stop there. Just wanted to kind of show you guys that. Show you some inner workings. So now when you stretch that out, you've got a place where you can start your next row, which will be the boxes. And then I think I finished this off by going boxes, straight, solid row, and then boxes again, and then we attach. I'll have to make another panel, and then we attach that. Yes, let's do drop. Everybody get your drops in. And I am going to see if this thing will run the end credits. Kate and she helped me make some end credits because I wanted those because it made her stream look all grown up, and I wanted to look grown up too. So I am going to swap over to that one while you guys do some dropping, okay? And we've got end, and let's see if it's going to work on its own or if I have to click anything. And keep dropping because that is still going. And too much fun. If you get a 99, you get to win a free yip yip. And it's not rolling. I click that button. So Kate, we're gonna have to do a little talking about that one because I don't know that you have to do the things I have to do to make it work. Studio mode. End credits. Why do you not want to work? Come on, man. Copy. Launch. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. That's so bizarre. Nope. So we had a new follower today. We had Sassy Potatoes. And why is it not showing Deadpool? Deadpool was in here today for a little bit. So we had a nice quiet morning again. I like the quiet mornings. I hope you guys enjoy that too. Yeah, we'll take a look at that too. We're still, that's what happens when you're a streamer. You are constantly working on the things, right? And I'm going to go ahead and I am going to click the starting for the raid. And we will go see Carlo. Get some raid calls in there. There's a sub raid for y'all. If you're subbed, you can use that one. If you are a follower, you can use that one. Why am I copying that one? I'm a dork. I'm such a dork. So I appreciate everybody's time. Your time is something you cannot get back. So any time that you're able to give is appreciated. And I hope that you have a moment to stop and go on the raid with us and meet Carlo because he's an amazing human. And I think you will enjoy your time over there. So we are going to go ahead and hit raid now and go check him out. Thank you guys again. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. My computer has frozen.